upon a younger year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Went face to face with...
Gosh, this video is so freaking boring. I know, right? Oh my god, Earth Day, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm pretty sure Earth Day, no use, right?
Okay, chill. I heard that in the blackout, if you snap your fingers, right, you can teleport somewhere else. Want to try?
Really? Okay, let's try.
Oh my god, what's this? Oh my god.
Hey, look, Agent Palm!
Today, we're going to look at the relationship between man and his natural environment. It includes things such as the air we breathe, the water we consume, and the land and the relationship that we have between us human beings and the living things around us. As the population continues growing, we have inevitably created more and more byproducts and waste which gets mixed up with Mother Earth. Today, due to our exploitation, it has resulted in many pressing global environmental issues. Seeing the many negative effects of global warming, such as global temperatures getting colder every winter and sea levels rising higher and higher, we can no longer continue to be selfish and not care about what's happening in our world. Many of these problems lead to the degradation of our environment, and many people are simply oblivious to the importance and rapid depletion of our natural resources. The explosion of our population numbers simply puts more and more pressure on natural resources such as food production, water, and energy resources. Thus, it is of utmost importance for us to develop sustainably by using our natural resources with care, so that the coming generation and the generations after that will not suffer the consequences of our own actions. However, on the bright side, you'll be glad to know that as humans, we are taking steps to start conserving our precious resources. Considerable scientific research has been undertaken to better understand and conserve these important resources. In the recent decades, many national and local governments have called for and enacted regulations for resource management practices on public and private lands. For example, technologies such as omniprocessor and anaerobic digesters have been implemented to process food waste or waste in general into electricity for many to use. There are many methods to achieve sustainable development as an individual, as a country. Together, we can reduce the waste of natural resources, and we can prevent the atmosphere from pollution and degradation. We need to increase the public awareness on the importance of the conservation of resources.
This is getting boring. Should we do something else?
Okay.
I think we had this done. Stop! Oh my god, look at our waste!
Oh my god, look at this apple. What a waste. You want to eat it? Eat it. Oh my god, imagine what could have done with all this food.
Yes, Shiren is correct. Imagine what we can do with all these food that are being thrown away every day. Today, food wastage is prevalent. Flash fact, according to the United Nations Environmental Programme, roughly 1.3 billion tons of food gets wasted every year. That's 1/3 of all the food produced yearly. Currently, landfilling is the most common waste disposal method for many communities because it is the cheapest. However, it takes up a lot of land and produces harmful methane gas that causes pollution. For these reasons, there is an urgent need to develop advanced food waste technology to convert our food waste into useful energy. One example is anaerobic digestion. Anaerobic digestion is the process by which organic matter such as food and animal waste are broken down to produce biogas and biofertilizer. This process happens in the absence of oxygen in a sealed, oxygen-free tank called an anaerobic digester. Biogas is naturally created in the sealed tanks and is used as a fuel in a combined heat and power unit to generate renewable energy like electricity and heat. What is left from the process is a nutrient-rich biofertilizer, so there is no waste in this process. Flash fact, in 1808, Sir Humphrey Davy determined that methane was also present in the gases produced during anaerobic digestion of cattle manure. So yes, feces can be converted into renewable energy through anaerobic digestion. However, anaerobic digestion is not perfect. It requires a large space for the tanks, which might lead to deforestation. On top of that, some fear that it may promote even more wastage now that we can convert waste into energy sources. It doesn't solve the root of the issue. Moreover, how can we remove the stigma among people when it comes to using waste as a form of energy source? Can you imagine cooking food with energy made from feces? Lastly, it is known that anaerobic digestion is a very expensive process as compared to landfilling, and this may lead to discouragement among companies which are profit-driven to use anaerobic digesters.
Wow, never knew we could do so much with all these food waste.
Yeah, it's getting really smelly here. Let's get out of here.
Okay.